Hello, Seed Life Gardening. Today's going to be a little bit of a quick one. I am at the seed table right now, but it's not another seed table update. We're actually going to be doing something else. But anybody in the southeast area that's in the mountains, there's definitely a frost warning where I'm at. So you might want to check and see if there is one where you are at. I think I'm going to move these inside, at least basil in. So I've been patiently waiting, and we do finally have a singular that I can find lime basil sprout. And I haven't seen a singular dark opal basil sprout, so I might just order some more dark opal basil seeds and try them again in about 2 weeks when it's just finally warm. Because I'm not very warm myself right now, and I'm just kind of not happy with it. And it always does this, though. It's not surprising. It is the mountains. So, yeah, I'm just going to bundle up and bear with it. But, yeah, I'm going to move quite a bit of this. Everything that's already sprouted, the miner's lettuce, pretty much everything on the table. There's only one or two that don't have a sprout in it. And that's just some empty pots right here. But, yeah, I'm going to move this one and all this stuff on the table inside so it'll stay warmer tonight. But let's go get on topic for the video today. So the topic for today's video is this little wonderful flower, the iris. This is, I believe, a different variety than what we have over. I think I've shown it in a video or two, or at least a post. It's definitely been in a post. I do believe this is a slightly different variety just because its flowers are different. But at the same time, I will admit, well, they are more purple looking. The other one's more of a blue. But other than that, it could be maybe due to just this patch is severely overcrowded. I guess. I don't know what zoom we're just on one-time zoom, but yeah, it is packed for irises. So what this should be would be a maintenance video and an iris care video on dividing them, but not really at this time because they're about to flower. That'll be a little later in the season, but these are definitely overdue for that. But what we are going to do today, I was walking by when I noticed, I was kind of surprised that they were even bothering to flower just because of how dense they are. But I guess they're okay with that because there are some new blooms. And I hope they're not just killed off by this cold that we're about to get overnight tonight. It's, I think, under 50 right now. It is freezing me to death. But one thing you can do that can help conserve some energy and send the energy to the flower instead of old growth that's not going to do anything is remove all these spent seed pods. And a lot of people might recommend that you do that pretty much as soon as they're formed if you're not trying to save seed, so that you don't have this happen. They overcrowd themselves a little bit, and also just because some people will tell you that the irises that come out of the seed pod will be inferior. I'm not sure why I read that, but I mean, it's an iris, right? But no, probably because a lot of people get ornamental ones that aren't necessarily heirloom. I would assume is why that is. And they might not stay true to seed, and that's why the internet was saying that. But so what we're gonna do, it's gonna be a quick, simple one, is just try to leave all the green stuff and only get this brown stalk, but get it close to the ground. As a matter of fact, I might just come in really close to the ground and just remove them. And it just helps clean up the area and make it look prettier and not just like, what is all this mess, and as well as prevent them trapping too much moisture and causing any issues or being an inviting home for any pests for the iris. You can just go ahead and remove that, and well, again, it may be ideal to remove either directly after or after allowing to mature and then saving the seed. rather than now, while it's blooming its next year's blooms. It will benefit the plant, and it's just generally considered a good practice to come in and clean them up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that a little bit, and I'll back up to get a decent before. And especially right here, there's a lot of them open, but even right here, there's a few hiding here and there. I'm going to go ahead and do that and come right back and let you see what it looks like and what the pile of spent, where'd it go? Like, where'd I throw that other one? Spent flower heads looks like once they're all piled up. Be right back. And what a treat. If I can make it focus, maybe put it closer to my hand. I don't know if you can hear that, because it's definitely down in there now. But give me just a moment. Thank you for bearing with me. There were 2 seeds in that spent iris seed pod, so it didn't let go of them, so I might hold on to them myself for it and see what we get when we try to start them. And I'll be right back once I continue working on it. Got a little bit of a pile started, but I noticed these seeds and wanted to show you guys that. Let's keep working. So as we're continuing, this one has some seeds in it too. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out as you're removing the spent ones, because even like I've even checked the other day, looked and I felt like almost all of them, and didn't notice any seeds. But apparently, this is one way to save seeds. The next year is just let them mature and forget about them and don't do anything and be a lazy gardener, and then find them later. But no, maybe ideally do it at the right time. These would probably mature in the fall, I would imagine. And thankfully it hasn't, been too rainy as of the last few days, so these should be dry and fine and everything. I'm going to keep going, see how many more seeds I can save, and let you know when it's all cleaned up. Keep it short today. Be right back. Okay, and so this one, if I can get it in my hand, I basically had one that I couldn't get any to fall out of it, and I didn't hear him shaking around, but I squeezed it and I felt it, and so I just crushed it up, and lo and behold, it fell out. And let's see, that makes 7 that I've already got out of the pod. I have them, bear with me here, on this little pot. I moved them out of where this panel is missing from right here, to get them slightly more out of the wind. Give me one moment to switch hands. And so yeah, we've saved several seeds. There's at least 2 in here, I would say, and 2, 4, 6, 8 there. So yeah, maybe we got 10 seeds out of that. And here's our little pile that we cleaned out, and the overall look of the patch. I believe I see something that I missed. That's quite possible. And 1 or 2 here that I missed. More to get, and make that 3. And what is this? Little piece of something, 3, and a piece of something more. And we have a nice tidied up iris bed. Happy gardening, everybody. I hope everybody has a beautiful day today, and can enjoy yourself some nice iris flowers in your own garden. Happy gardening.